Dr. Andy Warhola presents That's Not Art.
That's not art. That's not art.
I'm Dr. Andy Warhola. I've got a PhD in sensitivity in the arts. The reason people don't understand art these days is because the work itself is often alienated from the people. Nobody can tell you straight what it's all about. Most artists and designers feel at odds with the world around them. They feel that what they've got to do is something outrageous. The problem is confusional language.
How can we see the architecture not as a presence, but as a condition in the film?
They use confusional language to describe a confusional thing.
Or in short, everything we see about cinema which is the cinematic must be continually deferred.
And confusional stuff just makes people angry.
What's he talking about? Why can't they use plain English?
And people just want to burn the academies.
That's not art.
They think it makes the work more important to talk about it with an aggressive verbosity. Their real motivation is to impress their associates and to destroy their enemies forever. Some artists go out of their way to isolate themselves on purpose, always being very particular about their heartfelt intentions.
Shut up!
Don't be sucked in to that pretentious vortex. Instead of honestly applying their ideas and skills to assist us all in getting through life, they take a spiteful approach, instead inflicting a brutal fantasy on everyone.
With a coalition of the sounds, the actions, the narratives, the digital materiality.
Shut up!
It exists in spite of the end user. No matter what it's about, if it's confusing, it's stupid. But it usually hides a disturbing personal impotence.
That's not art.
Beautiful objects are as good as art these days. And usually they do something, or change in some way. You want peace and serenity. You want to be someone else. You need psychoanalysis. But instead, you get an iPod. That's not art, but it's near enough. It's amazing, and it makes you happy. If you want to reflect, you can do it on the surface of the object. If it's done well, we feel the integrity of the object, or the image. The experience is the meaning.
That's not art.
They want art to be painless. But do you need it to bleed to see it as art?
I don't understand.
But how do you know it's art? Money, money, money. That's right, money. People aren't gonna take this anymore. Every time it happens, people are gonna say, it's time to use some plain English.
What's he talking about?
They love watching the worried expression on your face and are deeply gratified to know that you didn't get a word they said. They hate their clients. If only you'd put all that brain power into clear and simple solutions for everyday life, instead of hiding your inadequacies behind confusionalism. They make work that gives the public the shits. Am I talking to the spirit of Picasso? When you make something, who are you trying to impress? Am I talking to the people in the street? We have forgotten the people we are working for. Everything has become so profit-driven. The very act of service provision has turned into an act of defiance. If you can't make a killing, then just make a deal. Any deal. We've all gone crazy. And now, that's normal. But in the end, is it too late for this type of sentimentalism? Rail against the art wankers. I'm Dr. Andy Warhola, and that's not art.
That's not art.